greatest artist ever.
I beg your pardon?
You need to leave!
That's right, you read the title correct. The thumbnail ain't just there to grab your attention. You weren't clickbaited. And yes, I know who Van Gogh is and who this guy is and that one, and I don't care. I am the motherfucking greatest to ever walk this earth. Is what I tell myself every morning when I wake up, right before I beat on my chest like King Kong and blast little baby in my ears before I hit the king. Now, some of you may be typing angrily in the comments to disagree as I speak this very moment, making a list of clowns you believe smoke me in artistic ability, but hold on, let me explain myself. Do I really think this? Do I really think of all the artists that I've ever walked this crusty blue rock that I, in comparison, make them look like crybabies? Well, yes and no. But that's thanks to something that I like to call think of someone you consider to be the GOAT at something. Anything. Sports, music, business, art, whatever. I bet there's a good chance in one form or another they owe their success to a mentality called fake it till you make it. Now, this isn't anything new and there are hundreds of other channels that have covered this more intelligently than my smooth monkey brain ever could. However, I want to explore it from a different angle, from the angle of a creative, specifically of an artist, because last time I checked, I'm something of an artist myself. See, I think it was early college, maybe late high school, when I watched a certain video that would change my life forever. See, this handsome man is Sneeko. Some of you may recognize this guy from his antics. Wake up! But before he lost his mind, Sneeko was my favorite YouTuber, and this video was the reason why.
Attorney said that you were gonna have to file for bankruptcy. Then you're dumping $2 million.
I ain't got it right now. I ain't got it. That was prop money, like I said.
Tonight, the epic rise and downfall of disgraced Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes has come to an end.
Holmes sold a promise that a single fingerprint would overhaul blood testing.
Ask Rick Ross.
Which one? The real one or the
real
fake one?
No.
Yeah, that's the one you want to ask. You don't want to ask the rapper. The rapper was a prison guard.
I got 2 twin Glocks, turn you to a dancer. I don't have no straps for nobody.
Mark Zuckerberg, Kendrick Lamar, Michael Jordan, 99.9% of all rappers like ever. Yes, Sneeko's video made it clear to me that most of these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, like 99% of the time. Yet, they pretend like they do, and that propels them to success and superstardom. But wait, Diddy Mark, aren't you an art channel? What does this have to do with art? Aha! Correct, what does this have to do with art? Like I said, I'm too dumb to cover the art of faking it till you make it in and of itself, as there are many other channels that have covered it far better than me. But however, this relates to art, and this relates to me thinking I'm the motherfucking greatest to ever walk this earth and breathe this air amongst all the other artists in human history, because like the rappers, like the politicians, like the business gurus and the influencers, even your favorite artists, yeah, the ones that make you feel shit about yourself, yeah, they don't know what the they're talking about. See, being an artist or a true creative in this year of TikTok brain rot, short attention spans, motherfuckers feeling the need to do the crazy shit for attention. See, being an artist has never been more difficult. A matter of fact, it feels like the more social media lives we become, the more I feel people have forgotten what it actually means to be an artist. See, it's so easy to compare yourself to other artists like Sam Does Arts, who's always drawing his really stiff-ass Pinterest chicks, or Ethan Becker constantly yelling in your face that you need to draw exactly like him, or even Cooling telling you not to draw people with dark skin because they look like monkeys, or even my dumbass telling you to grind hard, bro, because that's what I did. Yeah, most of us, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Like the actors and the rappers and the politicians, we're all faking this shit. See, I'm telling you all this because I want to see a change. I want to see artists wanting to be the best version of themselves and not chasing trends. Like, my god, all of art YouTube makes me want to yeet myself off a building with how trend chasing everything is. It's one of the reasons why I stopped YouTube, because the videos I want to make, I know wouldn't get views. Like now, you go on Twitter or Instagram and it's just a fan art competition everywhere constantly, because that's all the algorithm pushes, and it's so boring. And that's fine if all these things I'm shitting on is what you actually happen to like or what you actually want to do with art. But from what I've seen, overall, most artists aren't happy. They feel like they're in a box. They feel like they have to chase trends or do something besides what they actually like to be doing, but it doesn't get rewarded on the socials, or they feel as though nobody would care. Like, doesn't that sound antithetical to what a real artist is? Aren't we supposed to be pushing the boundaries, enjoying, reveling, and even soaking in the process of creating, rather than rushing to the end result just for likes or to have our shit seen? shocking. And nowadays, where most movies coming out are like trash, TV shows are terrible, and Hollywood is hell-bent on fucking over and getting rid of artists and creators with AI and all these mind-numbing slop being pushed on us as entertainment, we need real, genuine artists now more than ever who are willing to take risks. We want to see your unique stories, characters, ideas. What we don't need more of is more of the samey shit that every same simpleton is doing the same of nowadays. You know, just chasing the same trends and pushing the same bullshit propaganda. See, I recognize for a lot of artists out there, they already know this stuff and they're already frustrated by it. But it's always like, what else can we do? How else can we be successful at this? Well, that's where faking it till you make it comes in. And it low-key dawned on me like months ago. As I've said, I've been faking it this entire time. When I started this channel, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to edit. I wasn't good at speaking, and my art was frankly dog shit. But somehow there's still 50,000 of you here. See, there's a thin line between faking it and fraud, and the former usually turns into the latter as a result of not knowing when to stop. Now, the kind of faking it I'm talking about is not to deceive investors like the way Steve Jobs did, or actually put lives at risk like that bird-eyed chick from that whole Theranos thing, if you've heard about it. The kind of faking it I'm talking about is the kind that gives you confidence to do things you wouldn't have done before, like take risks you would be too scared to take, or even put yourself in an environment that you wouldn't have put yourself in otherwise. As an artist, you first gotta ask yourself, what does it mean to be an artist to me? Not to anyone else, but to you, because from social media, we all think being a successful artist means the same thing basically. Popularity, and I myself was a victim to this. Ask yourself, do I really want to be making boring ass YouTube tutorials, or do I want to make a comic book with my own unique ideas? Do I want to be drawing these characters that aren't even mine, even though it gets a lot of likes, or do I want to do my own thing? Oh, also, because realistically, most of these accounts that have a ton of fan art with a lot of followers and a lot of likes, from what I've seen, that doesn't really get you anything. Like, it won't get you any jobs anywhere. Like, what can you do with that? Nothing. You're setting up your art career to be nothing but grinding commissions for the rest of your life. And if that's what you want, that's fine. Literally, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But is that actually what you want? Now, disclaimer, don't get me wrong, doing the fan art account thing, I've seen a few people, and I mean a very few handful, go on and get studio jobs with that. But for the most part, I'm telling you to think a little further into the future. Think what would make a fulfilling art career for you, despite what all of social media might be peddling to you. And then when you have that answer, you can then employ the fake it till you make it strategy and just go crazy. Okay, let me calm down before my goddamn microphone starts melting because I'm so goddamn heated. See, I'm saying this because I was stuck in that bullshit. And a lot of artists who look up to me and I see who are around me are stuck in that bullshit too. This 2024 artist social media comparing yourself to artist grind. And despite me employing fake it till you make it from like early on, like back in high school, for things like my confidence to talking to girls and even public speaking and etc., I had never actually employed it for my art career because it was a lot easier and more comfortable to see the path already paved by others who were air quote more successful and follow that. But I didn't feel like a genuine artist. I wasn't fulfilled. And so I sat down and I asked myself, what does it mean to be an artist to me? What would I consider to be successful in art? And it turned out it was nothing like what I'd been chasing. I wanted to be a comic artist true and true, and everything I had been doing wasn't putting me on that path because I was following others' path to success and not my own. And my excuse? I was scared. I didn't think I could do it. And so what did I do? I faked it till I made it. Well, I haven't made it yet, but it feels like I'm on the way now more than ever, despite stuff like my social media being completely dead these last few months, as opposed to when I was blowing up constantly but still felt stagnant, if that makes sense. Ever since then, I started to pretend I was the artist I wanted to be, you know, a mangaka. And if you follow them boys on Twitter, they pretty much are never active, but they have like a fan base always ready and eager for the next thing they put out. And I wanted to be like that. And so I started doing that. I ghosted everybody and I focused on what I wanted to actually do. And so here I am now, feeling like I'm ever more closer to that goal than ever, if that makes sense. So yeah, sorry about this entire ramble or rant of a video, but earlier, I pointed out that goober from Theranos earlier who employed faking it till you make it without actually having the skills to back it up. See, that's the difference between someone like her and someone like Steve Jobs who faked it but could actually back that shit up. Or people who lie on a resume, but it's okay because although it's something they might not have the practical experience for, it's something they can actually do, like they can actually do the job. So yeah, like that, you should still work hard to improve yourself and learn from others who know better than you. And that's why since it's 2024, a brand new year, it's the best time to really hone those skills or learn something new or something that you've always wanted to do. For example, personally this year, I really want to take my comics to the next level artistically through the use of 3D, especially for my backgrounds. And so I have something to share with you, a class on Skillshare that has been a game changer for me. And thanks to Skillshare, I now have access to a place where I can learn any skill I'd need to step up my art game and career. You want to learn any instrument like ever? Graphic design, self-improvement techniques, how to draw manga? Well, Skillshare is the place for you. Lately, I've been diving into the world of 3D modeling and animations with this class called Build 3D Models and Animations with Blender, led by the talented 3D designer and animator Derek Elliott. This learning path has been a total game changer for me, as I said. Whether you're into spicing up character designs or dropping jaw-dropping product animations, mastering Blender is where it's at. I'm telling you, in 2024, if you're an artist, getting your 3D skills up is what you need to be doing, because that's the future of most art industries. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Because this learning path has been my secret weapon in unlocking the potential of 3D renders and animations. And believe me, the potential is massive, and I'm really just starting to see that the more I learn about 3D rendering from this class. Derek breaks down everything you need to know, making it accessible and enjoyable, especially for someone like myself who's a beginner. And here's the great news. Skillshare is offering a 1-month free trial for the first 500 people who use the link in my description. That means you can explore this class and countless others without any restrictions. So if, like me, you're eager to explore the realm of 3D modeling with Blender, whether it's for your backgrounds in your comics or webtoons, or to beef up your portfolio for gaming studios or animation studios, or even if it's just to work on your own 3D animated projects, this learning path is an absolute gem. Check the link below to get started on your creative journey now, and a big thank you to now 2-time sponsor of the channel, Skillshare, for making this possible. Anyways, back to the video. So yeah, don't be a dick about it, right? You can still be humble but have self-confidence, still be open to criticisms, pivoting and learning from people who you consider to be better than you. The point of faking it is so that somewhere down the line, while employing fake it till you make it, you find that you're no longer needing to fake it, because it has become so second nature to you that it's actually just you doing you. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience, because since I started doing this, I've made insane deals and contacts with legendary people and publishers from here to Korea, and yes, even Japan, because I'm no longer needing to fake it. And these relationships, these deals, I genuinely don't think I would have ever gotten them had I not taken risks and started shooting my shots while I was faking it. And so to look back to what I said at the start of the video about thinking I'm the greatest, in 2024, Amy Cuddy dropped the hardest TED Talk of the century about how your body language shapes who you are, and that video got over 70 million views. And in it, she explained that doing something as simple as just standing in a confident Superman pose can have an effect on one's confidence, so much so that it can actually be the difference between success and failure at a task. So when I beat on my chest every morning like King Kong, essentially do my own Superman pose, do I really think I'm the greatest artist? No, not really. Do I believe that I can be? Yes. And so I fake it till I hopefully make it. And it's definitely not a guarantee of success or anything. That's not what I'm saying, because like I always say on this channel, the world doesn't owe you anything. But however, it is still worth a shot, because you never know. You might end up becoming president. Thank you so much for watching this video if you made it all the way to the end. I know I haven't been uploading frequently, but honestly I've been far too busy faking being a mangaka. But also, big shout out to my patrons for supporting me, supporting this channel, and most importantly, supporting my manga dreams. They're the reason I'm not having to make red pill content to have to pay my bills. Anyways, if you yourself want to support me on Patreon, the link to everything you need is in the description down below. And yeah, don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button as well, because that helps out the channel. And last but not least, don't forget to leave a comment, because I read most and respond to some of your comments. Till next time, partners, it is I, Didi Fake It Till You Make It Mark. Peace and love, baby.